Welcome back. Media Watch is the hour, and the man, James Creedon. James, Nicolas Sarkozy's candidacy is more likely. Well, he hasn't declared yet, has he? But there are many rumours and much discussion as to when he will announce that he's throwing his hat into the ring officially.
So everybody's waiting. It's been, he's more or less unofficially been on the campaign trail now for a few months. But journalists are expecting that he will make the official announcement sometime in the next 2 weeks. So if we take a look online, Mark, the media has been talking a lot about this today for a number of different reasons. First of all, there was a bit of a gaffe by the defence minister, Gérard Longuet, who said, the 24th of February is my birthday. That wouldn't be a bad date for the official announcement. And they thought that this particular venue, the Bercy Sports and Concert venue, had been booked out. Anyway, that was quickly denied because you see at the Élysée Palace, they're trying to build up the suspense to what will be a big, PR day for the president and his party. But in any case, Le Figaro have said, well, let's look ahead at the next 2 or 3 weeks when he's almost certain to make the announcement. What are the days when he won't make the announcement? Let's work by a process of elimination. So you see in France, they have a calendar like this one here, where you have a Saint's Day.
Nice dogs.
There you go. And this is the official.
Beautiful. Yeah.
This is the official French post office calendar, which is distributed around France every year.
Yeah.
Every day of the year is assigned to a saint. And
That's
in France,
a 2008 one, though, isn't it?
No, it is. It's a bit old-fashioned.
Yeah.
So basically, we can work out through that, for example, St. Lazarus's Day is on the 23rd of February.
That could be a good one because he comes back, doesn't he, from the dead?
That's it. But you see, they're kind of saying maybe Sarkozy doesn't want to be seen as having died and been resurrected. So they're going to try to avoid the Lazarus kind of analogy.
Okay.
Then you've got Valentine's Day on the 14th, a bit too sentimental and soppy, so they won't go for that. The 22nd is Mardi Gras or Shrove Tuesday or Pancake Tuesday, and he probably doesn't want to be known as the Pancake President.
Pancake President. Could be fun, that.
So there's a couple of them. And then St. Claude's Day is on the 15th.
Yeah.
But Claude Guéant, his interior minister.
He's in Stuck, isn't he?
This is it. So you don't want to be associated with that either.
Yeah. Okay.
So it might be St. Julia's Day on the 16th because his daughter is Julia.
Of course, yeah.
So you see, that has nice associations.
So that's the 16th of February.
That's right.
Okay, so we'll keep an eye on the 16th of February.
That's it. A journalist at Le Figaro has said, look, that's a possible date. So they're really trying to figure out when is he going to actually just tell us that he's standing.
Okay, you mentioned Claude Guéant. His controversy continues, as they say.
That's right. Last weekend he said that not all civilizations are equal. It was seen by many critics as a sort of a right-wing jab at immigrants, etc.
I wonder which civilization then is superior to the one that he is in.
Well,
probably most, I imagine.
So it's a very messy debate. It brings up the whole multiculturalism issue in France, and it's seen as an attempt to poach votes from the far right Front National party. Now, it's interesting to look at a take on this in, for example, some of the African media. There's a large French African community in France, French African speaking community. Afriscoop.com, they're saying Guéant are essentially what they say shameless racism. So they think what he said essentially was a sort of a racist jab. They go on to elaborate on that. They're saying for Sarkozy, the end justifies the means. The end is getting re-elected, and hence alluding to a hierarchy of civilizations, is one of these tactics. Perhaps tomorrow they'll be talking about a hierarchy of religions.
It's one of these.
So they're saying it's a dangerous track to go down.
It's one of these things, isn't it? Because you could say it was elitism if you're being kind to him, but. Right. The dividing line between elitism and racism is almost non-existent. So I think basically what he says stinks. I mean, that's my own personal opinion, and I'm not afraid to share that with you. But it's for a politician to be so I don't know so. Well,
you see, the thing is, it came up. What happened then was there was this whole debate about what does civilization mean. Claude Guéant gave his interpretation of the word civilization, which is a little bit closer to regime. Right, than the historical definition of the word civilization.
I can hear the sound of people backtracking on this one, can't you?
It's a messy debate. Yeah. It's a messy debate, and what they're saying in this article, in any case, is honestly we prefer the likes of Marine Le Pen, who at least is openly racist and xenophobic, remembering that this is coming from an African point of view. Yeah. To others who come, we prefer that to others who choose to swing between towing the politically correct line and actually talking about telling people what they really think. So what they're basically saying here is we prefer open racists to flip-floppers and hypocrites.
Okay, politics and pornography now. They usually don't mix, and that's certainly the case in India.
That's right. Now, this has created a big furore online. A lot of people chuckling at the misfortune of 3 Indian politicians, and this is in an Indian at Indian state level. They're from a morally conservative party, and let's take a look at these pictures. It happened in one of the state parliaments in India. There was the Minister for Cooperation, the Minister for, very unfortunately, women and children's development. Right? And they were seen looking at pornographic material on a smartphone. And so there you go. I think it's sufficiently blurred not to be shocking footage here on France 24. But so they were caught looking at this, not in the privacy of their own homes or in a public space, but in the parliament. So obviously it led to a massive scandal, big furore, and the 3 ministers have stood down. And it's given media the world over an opportunity to point and laugh, perhaps a bit unfairly. I don't know, but there you go.
Clearly they weren't doing their job.
No.
So they quite rightly should have resigned.
Exactly, and they did.
Good heavens, eh? Who can tell? James, thank you very much indeed. James
Thanks,
Creedon with Media Watch, as ever. He makes us smile and he makes us think, and that's not a bad combination. Stay with us, we've got much more to come, including all the day's news. And just to let you know, before we go, some news just in. Former ex-minister and Sarkozy ally Eric Woerth has been charged in connection with the donations scandal. We'll have more on that coming up. Stay with us.